this whole evening wouldn't be possible without the main man himself. Sometimes we call him the Dollar Daddy, the Kofta King, the Sultan of Sheesh, or even His Royal Halloumi Highness. Please welcome to the stage the founder of the British Kebab Awards, the brilliant Ibrahim Dogus.
Friends, colleagues, honored guests, good evening everyone. Thank you and welcome to the 14th Annual British Kebab Awards. My name is Ibrahim Dogus and I'm incredibly proud to be the founder of these awards, celebrating the very best of British kebabs. 14 years ago, 14 years and counting, 14 years of recognizing excellence, 14 years of defending an industry that is sometimes underestimated, but never outworked. 14 years of celebrating one of the great British success stories. Because make no mistake, the kebab is no longer just something you eat at the end of the night out. It is the UK's national dish. It is an industry contributing billions to the economy. It employs tens of thousands of people. It supports families, high streets and communities up and down the country. And yes, it delivers millions in tax revenue to the treasury. But more than numbers, this industry delivers something else, resilience. It is a tough climate out there. Global instability, rising energy prices, supply chain pressures, inflation squeezing the margins, high streets under strain. And yet, when other lights go out, the kebab shop light never. It stays on. Open late, serving shift workers, feeding students, welcoming families, providing comfort to the late night traveler. In town centres from Glasgow to Cardiff, from Belfast to Bristol, from Manchester to London, it is often the humble kebab shop keeping the high streets alive. In recent weeks and months, we have heard a lot about what it means to be British. We have heard a lot about British values. Let me tell you what I think is British. Getting up early, working late, taking risks, opening a small business, investing in your local community, serving food to everyone without fear or favor. That is British. Napoleon once described Britain as a nation of shopkeepers. If he had said a nation of kebab shopkeepers, he might have even been more accurate. Because this industry represents something profound about our country. It represents aspiration. It represents integration. It represents hard work rewarded. And yes, we have heard a lot recently about immigrants. Let me say something very clearly tonight. I am proud of the contribution immigrants make to this country. I am proud of the contribution they make to this industry. Turkish communities, Kurdish communities, Cypriot communities, Lebanese, Greek, Middle Eastern communities, Polish communities, and increasingly people from every background imaginable. People who came here with very little, but with ambition. People who worked 16-hour days, who saved every penny, who opened that first small takeaway, who built something that now employs dozens of people, even more. That is not a story of division. That is a story of contribution. That is a British story. Being British is about more than waving a flag. It is about believing in democracy, believing in fairness, believing in playing by the rules, believing that if you work hard, you can build something better for your children than you had for yourself. And that belief lives in and breathes in every kebab shop across this country. Because there's more to kebabs than pita, salad, lamb, and chili sauce. There is skill. There are chefs perfecting marinades passed down through generations. There are servers greeting customers by name. There are cleaners closing up at 2 a.m. There are delivery riders braving the cold and rain. There are accountants, managers, suppliers, and manufacturers working behind the scenes. There are farmers and butchers supplying quality produce. And most importantly, there are customers, millions of them, in every town and city in the United Kingdom, loving what we do, voting with their feet, voting with their wallets, and in many cases, voting in our awards. Tonight is about recognizing that ecosystem. It is about recognizing excellence, from fine dining restaurants to regional takeaways, from vegan innovators to traditional charcoal grills, from kebab vans in the Cotswolds to fine dining establishments in Knightsbridge. It is about celebrating not just success, but standards. Because our industry has evolved. We see sustainability improving. We see quality rising. We see vegan options expanding. We see new concepts, new designs, new branding. We see the kebab sector leading, not following. And that is something we should all be proud of. I want to take a moment to thank a few people. Thank you to our sponsors, without whom tonight would not be possible. Dennis Suir from Enjoy Catering and Star Catering, Cobra Beer, Rory is here tonight, Ephesus Wines, and others. Thank you to our political guests from across the House, from all political parties, who understand the value of this industry to their constituencies and to our national economy. Thank you to the journalists who continue to champion this sector, and yes, who love a good kebab. Thank you to our independent judges who gave their time and expertise this year. Thank you to the team behind the scenes who worked tirelessly to deliver tonight. And most of all, thank you to the brightest and best of our industry who are here in this room tonight. The finalists, the winners, the entrepreneurs, the risk takers, the believers. You are the reason these awards exist. You are the reason we are here tonight at the Park Plaza, Westminster. And you are the reason this industry will continue to thrive. So tonight, let us celebrate. Let us recognize achievement. Let us applaud excellence. Let us show the country that the kebab industry is not a footnote in British life. It's a cornerstone of it. Before I finish, I want to take a moment to thank someone very special to me. My wife, Raifa, who is here with us tonight. Raifa has been an incredible source of strength and support. Not just tonight, but over the past 14 years of building these awards and supporting this industry. Anyone who runs a business or creates something like this knows that it takes time. It takes long evenings, weekends away, constant travel, and a lot of energy. None of that is possible without understanding and encouragement at home. Raifa stood by me every step of the way, offering advice, patience, and belief when it most mattered. So tonight, I want to publicly say thank you again, Raifa, because behind every entrepreneur, every founder, every risk taker, there's often someone quietly making it possible. Raifa, I am deeply grateful to you. 14 years in, stronger than ever, and just getting started. Thank you for keeping faith with the kebab through rain and shine. Have a fantastic evening, and let the celebrations begin. Thank you very much for being here tonight.